G'day there, legends. Calvin here, back in the den. Look, I've got the set again. Flag, tick, hat, tick, t-shirt. It's not even a pirate t-shirt, but it says captain, so that sort of does it. And a hook. Found a hook. There you go, Cal. Kicking goals. Let's go through what we are looking at for this video. I'm going to start off today by looking at some taggers or little flags that we might see. Let's start with Lachie Neale against Adelaide. Now, last week they tried a tag with old Jacko Hately on Cripper. If they're going to do it again, they might use someone else, or they might even roll with Jacko just to maybe stand next to Lachie Neale. Just a small flag. I'm not too concerned. The other one is Jack Redden may spend a little bit of time with a guy like a Clayton Oliver when it comes to those stoppages. He did that last week with Lachie Neale. Didn't really matter. The game was over. But just a little flag there for him. And the other tag I want to talk about was two more. I want to talk about maybe a Rowbottom who went to Touk Miller last week. He could go to one of the Essendon boys in Darcy Parish or Zach Merritt. I think he goes to Parish. And the other one with a small flag on it, which is actually drops him down my list and my rankings, is Paddy Cripps. We'll talk about him in a moment, but I reckon he will get a hard tag this week by Lachie Ash. Now, remember, Ash has done tags on guys like Petrarca so far this year. So it's a bull though. It's a kid trying to tag a bull. Not going to work. So Cripper still should be good. Let's kick into what is my top 10 of the week. And number one, I talked earlier about Redden maybe going to Oliver. I don't care. Oliver is my number one because Eagles are the number 4 easiest team over the last 5 weeks. Oliver is number 2 ranked on form, going at 125 a game. Listen to the scores the Eagles have given up because we're going to talk about them a lot. McCluggage, 141. Zorko, 132. Neale, 113. The week before that, we had Richmond have 3 guys, and this is Richmond, 3 guys over 120. And the week before that, Port Adelaide had 8 guys over 110. This is the definition of a bloodbath. This is going to get nasty. Guys like Oliver will have a field day. Petrarca will have a field day. And here's my number 3 on the list. The thing is with Petrarca, he's only had 2 scores over 120 this year, which is a slight concern. But geez, he will absolutely dominate this. He's coming off a 118. Skip back up, rewind, up to number 2. And that has to be Andrew Brayshaw after his 134 last week. The Suns are the number 3 easiest in the last, so far this year. The thing I like about Brayshaw is he's had 4 scores over 120, pretty much, and 6 scores over 110. Ridiculous. We'll go forward now to Lachie Neale, who is my number 4 pick. He is playing on Saturday night against the Crows. Last week, Cripper had that 130, and Chera had 106. He is the number 4 guy on form at the moment, going at 117 a game. He's coming off a 113 and 142. Now, he didn't play against the Crows last year, but when he did, he has smacked them. He's got like a 150, a COVID 150 in there, averaging 125 in his last 3 against them. Up to number 5 on the list, disrespected always, is Rory Laird. Listen to these last scores, 122, 118, 110. He is a beast, and he's number 5 on form, and he plays against Brisbane, and he'll do it at home. Cripps is an interesting one. As I said, I think he will cop a tag of some sort on the Sunday middle game there. I'm not too concerned. He still comes in at number 6. This is a guy who's gone over 120 in his last 5, excluding the one where he was injured. And you can do that. That's like legit. So, a little flag though. He hasn't turned up against the Giants in his last 4. Don't care. He'll be fine. Boak, number 7, should have a field day against North in Hobart. Number 8. And then I'm into the Bulldogs boys there in McRae and Dunkley. So, McRae had 76% CBAs last week, which is a lot for him. He's usually around the 60-65 mark, but with Bontempelli out, he got more. The thing is, he still scored his 110 after a 40 in the first quarter. It was the highest score for the team. So on a whole, their scores were down. I think he will be back up to his best here against Collingwood on Friday night. He will be my VC. This is amazing. In his career against Collingwood, he's played them 10 times. In the first game, he scored 85. For every single game in the next 9 leading up to this, he has turned up with a career average of 119. It is nuts. He had 135 last year. I've got him slightly ahead of Dunkley. Dunkley should be great though. Ignore that 62 from last week. Dunkley's going to look at that and go, what the hell? And fix that shit up and go bang. He'll be back. Don't forget, before that 62, he had like back-to-back 130s. Jaden Short scrapes in as well. Just 94, 123, 127 in his last 3 games there. He's only against Hawthorn. I love having a guy on my list here against Hawthorn. They are the number one. They are so easy at the moment. They're like your West Coast. I think he could have a big day on the MCG as well. Who's missed the cut? Well, Jack Steele missed the cut only because he's playing against Geelong, who are the number 1 hardest team. I'm happy to pass on him this week. I do like Ollie Wines. He should be very good as well. GWS, you can't touch any of those blokes at the moment. The big question is, Callum Mills. Why no Mills? Well, the thing is with Mills, and I saw it bouncing around Twitter a bit, he hates the SCG. And this is, he had average of 99 there last year, which is 25 points worse than when he plays away. Now, he had a 76 last week at the SCG. His numbers just aren't great. Why? I don't know. Last year against Essendon, 152, 91. I just don't think you can back him in at the SCG until we see a few more better scores. There you go. Unless you want to go a vice captain on him early, then I will tick that off. Let's talk Max Gawn. Now, Max was obviously high up in my list because he is playing West Coast. Even if he sits forward, last week he was a 50-50 split with Luke Jackson. Even if he goes forward, I still think he kicks 5 or 6 goals. The problem is he's sore, he's going in for scans, and as I sit here and record this, it is Monday. I'm not sure where I sit with him. They don't have a ruckman West Coast. They've been using Jamison, Edwards, Dixon, and I can't say that bloke's name, Strakanica, or I can't even say it. Anyway, so he should dominate if he plays, and that's why he's off my list at the moment. He plays the last game on Sunday. Why should he even play? If I was Melbourne, I would be resting the big unit. That is that. My plans, well, I will be going with, and it's because of the guys I don't have playing, I will be going with McRae as my vice-captain option on Friday night, and I'll be rolling that right into the last game of the round where I will be backing in Petrarca. To get it done, I think he could be big, and that is slightly above my number 4 option in Lachie Neale. All right, guys, hope you enjoy the sets. Bloody sick. All right, good luck this week.